When queer kids' lives are at stake, parental rights.
Well, what are they going to do? Kill themselves? That would be indicative that they have a mental illness and that they need their parents now more than ever. They don't need the government or the state trying to hide the mental illness that they're clearly suffering from, which must include suicidal thoughts if queer kids are dying from their parents. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Red Top Report. I'm your host, Joe Enders, and Ronan has some parental rights content that he wants me reacting to for this episode. What do we got, Ronan?
Let's check it out right here.
I'm just gonna say it. Parental rights. When queer kids' lives are at stake, parental rights.
Queer kids' lives are at stake. All right. Can we read the story and see what he's actually talking about real quick? We're in court today defending the Madison Metropolitan School District policy that allows students to use a different name or different pronouns without being forced to disclose it to their parents. Trans youth deserve privacy and safety in schools. Why on earth is the government saying that they need to keep people safe from their parents, specifically regarding a medical decision regarding their health? Ronan.
That doesn't make any sense. I mean, how are you supposed to keep kids safe from their parents? Their parents are the children's guardians. That's kind of their role to keep the children safe, not the government's role. The government's is a little bit of a overreach from the government, wouldn't it be?
Yeah, no, I think so too. The state, so children are now custodians of the state that are responsible for keeping kids safe from their parents. No, their parents are the guardians. The parents are the guardians until they're the age of 18. People talk about this all the time. Like, the Bill of Rights does not apply entirely to children. The children, for example, do not have the right to bear arms. You can't have, kids walking down the street, with handguns. You can't have them walking down the streets with rifles. And that's sort of the problem that I see with this level of logic, is that we're trying to give kids full autonomy. And, I see this a lot with the left. You see like Salon or something putting up articles defending pedophiles and stuff like that. It eventually is going to get to the point where they're going to say, well, kids can actually consent to sexual acts as well as their gender, their preferred gender and all these other things. I see the writing on the wall here, guys. This is like the direction it's going in. It seems like it's always been about pedophilia. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, they're not even called what the word you use. They're like MAPS now or whatever, minor attracted persons or something like that. So they're even trying to hide it. And I mean, this just kind of goes to show you this video. I think the kind of most obvious point here is just that, they say they're not coming for your children, but looks like they are.
Hey, shout out to the San Francisco Gay Men's Choir on that one, no doubt.
We're coming for your children.
He also said that like queer people's lives are at stake or something like that, or queer kids are gonna die or something. Well, what are they gonna do? Kill themselves? That would be indicative that they have a mental illness and that they need their parents now more than ever. They don't need the government or the state trying to hide the mental illness that they're clearly suffering from, which must include suicidal thoughts if queer kids are dying from their parents. So obviously it needs to be the law that if a child is having suicidal thoughts because they're suffering from crippling gender dysphoria or whatever the hell is going on in those children's minds that's making them think that they're a member of the opposite sex, then what they need to be doing is reporting that to the parents. I mean, is this not like purely like linear,
logical, and makes perfect sense.
That's why the law exists. So why is the ACLU, who's defending free speech, responsible for defending free speech and liberty, trying to protect the rights of children that they don't even have? Kids don't have the right to free speech. Kids are required to be obedient to their guardians, their legal guardians, who are, their parents, or just a regular legal guardian that may not be a parent, or, adoptive parents, or whatever that might be. It doesn't have to be biological parents, even in this scenario. These legal guardians, these are who's put in authority, and they're responsible for cultivating people so we can cultivate a useful civilization and moral people within it. That's not the state's job. Their job isn't to raise children. That's the job of families. That's why the Catholic Church preaches that they are the first cell of civilization, as they should remain the first cell of civilization. And once again, goes back to individualism, because they're trying to say that children are individuals and not members of a family unit, and therefore the family unit does not have the right to know these specific things about the individual, because the individual trumps all. Wrong. Family, family, family. And that's what we do here at Red Top Report. We're all about families. We're about putting families first, not individuals first. Families first. Ronan, families?
Families.
And I guess, guys, we're going to wrap it up on that note. Be sure to follow us on Instagram. Be sure to follow us on X. Catch us on Spiritus TV. And subscribe to the channel on YouTube. And click that notifications bell so you always know when we are dropping new content. And guys, you don't have to report this to your parents. Give us your money. And you can give us your money by going to buymeacoffee.com. That is right, buymeacoffee.com. You can do a single donation, or you can do a monthly Joe for Joe donation for only $5 a month. And we have so much good content about the family that you can check out. Put up some of the videos that we've done, Ronan. And with that said, guys, that's all we got for this episode. God bless you guys.